There's a little reminder that I put in my phone once, and I just found it today and posted it on Instagram, and it said, your biggest issue is that you're waiting for a time when there will be no issues. And that's plagued me most of my life, definitely throughout my recovery and on my spiritual journey, because it's so easy for me to fall into that trap and live in it of just wanting there to be no problems in my life and or in the world. And if there is, suffering and being preoccupied by them. Kind of like a video I made a long time ago about the ancient Chinese curse, may you be born in an interesting time, because it keeps you from, from peace and happiness and from seeking the soul within, because you're always taken off, your mind's taken up by something. And so it's such a dangerous way of living, because there's always going to be what we call issues as humans and as any being on earth. And because there's dualities of pleasure and pain, of suffering and joy. So when I just wait to feel good, when I wait until there's no issues in my life, and maybe once I retire things will be okay, or once I attain this, and everything I've ever attained and every state I've ever gotten to, any outer thing that's ever changed, it was always the same inside. It always was just proportionate to how I was doing inside. So it's really an illusion that keeps you looking towards the future and living out of the present. The illusion of once these issues are resolved, then things are going to be okay. Once, whether it's politically, on a nationwide scale, on a worldwide scale, on a personal scale, because a lot of us are really selfish, so we pretty much just think about how things relate to us personally. I know I do, but whatever scale it is, issues will arise. So the question isn't whether or not they're going to stop or not, it's just how am I going to relate to them? Am I going to dance through them and not look at them per se as issues, but just as more life stuff, more phenomena arising, to be less attached to them? Kind of like how this shirt I'm wearing says, like, to have no expectations, to just take what comes, even what's perceived as negative, as just more grist for the mill, just more stuff on the path to awakening and to keep proceeding. It's an interesting one, because I think there's a lot of value and insight to be gained in seeing that my ego always wants, it's looking for this like perfect state of being where I'm free from suffering and full of joy. And although as I work on myself I get closer to that, it's about being in the mindful, joyful, present moment with the issues, with the stress, with the anxiety, accepting that as part of it too. That's part of the play and the beauty of existence as well. So therefore, look not to tomorrow for your happiness, not to an hour past, but to now, today. And I'll finish with this. There's a beautiful poem by Rumi, the Sufi mystic, and there's a great Sufi saint, which is like an Islamic mystical tradition saint. And someone asked him, do you want a coin later today? Do you want a coin today? Or do you want to wait and get 3 coins tomorrow? And he's like, I'm more content with my half a coin from yesterday that's in my hand than the promise of a coin today, or a promise of 3 coins even tomorrow. A Sufi is the child of this moment. And then it goes on to say the slap of now has cash in its hand. Just like the analogy of a bird in the hand is worth more than 3 in the bush. Because all there is this moment now. And it's futile to look to anything else or really any circumstance for that to change. And now here's a break with a message from our sponsors. Are you tired of paying too much to H&R Block or others to prepare your tax return? Are you finally done pulling your hairs out over TurboTax or worrying about whether you completed your Form 1040 correctly? Well, worry no longer. With Momcilovic Tax and Accounting, you're in great hands. With over 35 years of experience and over 250 clients to show for, CPA Mile Momcilovic is the accountant you can trust. Straightforward, inexpensive, professional. All it takes is 3 easy steps. Step 1, email or text us for more information. Step 2, receive an invite email to load your data. Step 3, review and sign your returns electronically in a safe and secure way. The best part about it, he can do your taxes and accounting no matter what state you're in. If you want a knowledgeable licensed expert, he's your guy, with tax returns starting at $125 for single filers and $150 for joint filers. You are guaranteed a fair price and excellent service. Stop the worrying and leave it up to the professional. Email Mile at info@momsilvicaccounting.com, text him at 773-578-0996, or go to momsilvicaccounting.com. Website link and contact information can be found in the description below. To learn more, follow Mom Silvic Tax and Accounting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Also, if you have any tax or accounting related questions, feel free to contact Mile free of charge. Start your journey of a stress-free tax season today.